to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho. This is my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions only. This clip is under fair use purpose. I got it from Tommy Jude, Once Upon a Crime Time. A good friend. Tommy managed to get a minute and something of this clip that I believe was released by either Chronicles of Olivia or the Gongalves, especially Ali Video. I don't know what is the purpose of them to release it. It's 1 minute and a couple of seconds. But it was in the time frame of 1:18. Katie and Maddie looked really happy. It was good to see. But it's just a minute and something, so you don't get to see much. Something could have happened later or earlier. This clip will be around 20 minutes before they left the grub truck. Jack D's not in the spot. Adam Lauder was the bouncer that night. He was working at the door. That's why he was sitting near the door. Let's see a bit of this.
Other places that night too.
Yeah,
Before
like
this. I mean, she could have told Adam something.
Right.
Who knows when?
But yeah, another funny thing.
We don't know really.
We don't know, and that's the.
But I don't think that Maddie looks that. She doesn't look like a stumbling state to me.
No, not at all. Why was she so fucked up at the grub chuck? Maybe that guy did slip her something on her tongue, like who this is.
I know. I mean, Kaylee doesn't drink as much as this drink with her, but still.
Yeah, she's not half as liberated as she was at that grub chuck. I mean, she could barely stand up at the grub chuck. She was so fucked up.
I agree, Reese. I think it's odd that no guys are approaching them whatsoever.
That is odd, isn't it?
Nobody's approaching them.
Nobody's.
No.
Again, they're getting snubbed. Again, they're getting snubbed. So it wasn't just the grub chuck that they're getting snubbed at. The only one that talked to him was that person who you can't really see, and I can't tell if is it a girl or guy? Let's get an opinion here. One girl, two guy. One girl, two guy. The one that stands with that blue and gray. It'll be coming up here, standing there.
Guy. Yes, scroll up. There you go. Not a little thing.
Where is he? It almost looked like a girl at one point.
No, I think you're right. I think it's a guy, and I think he does have a hat on backwards, like a trucker hat.
Yeah, like a lot of the boys wear them that way. I've tried wearing them that way. I don't like it. Is this it? Yeah, right here. Right here. Is this a girl or a guy? One girl, two guy. Oh, kind of broad shoulders for a girl.
Hard to see. Scroll up a little bit because they're kind of cutting off this.
That looks like a guy.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't matter.
I think you're right. I think it's a guy. And I think he does have a hat on. But it didn't seem like they had a problem with that guy at all.
Sure.
No. And they clearly knew him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They seem to be having a good time.
They're when they get close like that, they're talking something personal. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they're talking loud to each other right here. Look at me, Katie. Slaps Maddie. It must have been a good one.
So Kaylee and Maddie are just talking, giggling, having a laugh. Nothing looks really odd, but let's not forget, that is less than 2 minutes clip. Wonder who's the person with the white jumper? Because that person keeps on turning back and looking at the girls. Where was Jack D? The person who was lying about his timeline. 1:39. He was at the grub truck. The picture, screenshot of him, Kaylee and Maddie was taken at 1:39. And Tommy Jude is right, in my opinion. I believe Maddie got rugged. She got rugs in her mouth from number 9. Something happened there, and we haven't heard much about Maddie except from Bethany Funk, who said she went out 10 seconds with Maddie and Murphy for a walk. She doesn't talk about Murphy coming in. She talks about Maddie knocking her door. That's Bethany Funk asking her if she saw Murphy. There was a lot of talk about Murphy. DM was surprised that Murphy was found at home. She expected Murphy to be outside. She heard his barking in the distance. What was actually going on that night? Maddie looked much better here than in the grub truck. Did they put something up the drink that Maddie and Kaylee were sharing, I wonder? Or did number 9 put rugs in her mouth? Number 9 was waiting for Maddie to turn up at the grub truck, and he caught her attention when he waved at her. Maddie moved forward to number 9. She leaned on the cashier. While he was giving his ticket, at the same time he put something in Maddie's mouth. I've been saying that from the beginning of this case. Some people believe it, some choose not to. But by my opinion, he definitely put something in her mouth. And that could have slowed down Maddie. She was already drinking. She looked very bubbly and all right at the grub truck. Why was Jovita saying that Maddie bumped into him at the grub truck and she did not apologize and she was really intoxicated? She had glassy eyes. Do you remember he said that? But Maddie looked all right. Or did Oliveria show us that 1 minute or 2 minutes off the corner club on purpose? Why couldn't she show us the remaining clip? I wonder if the police reports are going to show us. It doesn't have to see a 1 minute clip of Maddie and Kaylee laughing. What was happening before and what was happening to the end is the question, because it ended with a threat. Jack Showalter clearly said, you know we're going to get you for this, Maddie. Some people heard him saying, we're going to get you girls. Some people heard that he said, we're going to get you food, Maddie. But I didn't hear any food. Because you have to look at the contents of the sentence. First he says, we're going to get you for this, Maddie. And then Kaylee says, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And Maddie said, I told Adam like everything. So where was the part Maddie was talking to Adam? I don't see it in this leaked clip. But let's check what Once Upon a Crime Time, Tommy Jude. He does some excellent work in this case, really hardworking. Tommy mentioned that Huda could have been right with number 9 putting something in Maddie's mouth. And I really believe that is really extremely important for me to explain that. I've done that many times, and actions speak louder than words. It's so easy to see that number 9 is actually putting something in Maddie's mouth. Let me show you. Here's number 9, and there's Maddie. You can see his hand inside Maddie's mouth. Hate to say that, but that's the truth. He didn't force Maddie to take something she didn't want to, because Maddie whispered something in his ear. So I think it is important, because Maddie's mood and behavior changes completely from the corner club to the grub truck, from the 2 minutes we see of the corner club, which isn't much. There were 3 mixed male DNAs found under Maddie's fingers. I believe number 9 was one of them. People are saying that they saw him in Banfield too. And he loves playing with K-balls and weapons. He loves red liquid. He has a lot of disgusting pictures of it. So what did he put in Maddie's mouth? It's only Bethany Funk that says Maddie took out Murphy for a walk, and Bethany said that she joined them for only 10 seconds. She said Maddie came knocking at her room at 2:30 a.m., asking Bethany Funk if she saw Murphy. So did someone lure Murphy? Like Jack D, allegedly? He could have taken his dog to safety. Everyone would have done that for their pet, I guess. Where was Jack D that night? Why are there so many red flags with him? Was number 9 ever investigated? Is my question. And was he at the corner club? Hayden was at the corner club, the guy with the long hair. Jovita was at the corner club. The girl with the white jacket was at the corner club. Many people came actually from the corner club that night. There's another nightclub near the corner club, but it was closed on Main Street. So Jovita knows what was happening, because everything that started from the corner club. It continued at the grub truck. There were some people involved, in my opinion, at the Banfield, the Alpha Kappa Lambda boys. Number 9 is apparently not from any fraternity. He's a college kid, lives with his mother. Allegedly. You can see number 9 telling number 8, who's standing in front of them, that he's going to put Maddie to sleep. This is when Maddie talks to him and leaves to go towards Kaylee. 3 of Kaylee's sorority sisters were there, and they kept on looking at her. Peyton was there. Liz Catridge was there, Jack Catridge's sister, the girl with the Venmos, and Molly Gray. Molly Gray has taken a couple of pictures with Kaylee. They all knew about the unlivings before 10 a.m. Why didn't they call the police? The grub truck is where most of the things was happening, in my opinion. I wonder if Maddie really threw $75,000 worth of rugs. That would be a very good motive for all the horrific unalivings that night. But I'm sure there are plenty of motives. Where does number 9 come into this? Maddie was completely fine until he put something in her mouth, in my opinion. Number 9 went to pick up something from the corner, and then he puts it at inside Maddie's mouth. Kaylee's on a phone, and so is Shawalter. Wonder who he's texting. There's a lot going on at the corner club and at the grub truck, in my opinion. But Maddie couldn't defend herself, in my opinion. Something happened to Maddie way before Kaylee, I believe. Kaylee was literally tortured, and so was Ethan. And DM definitely said she heard Kaylee playing with the dog, dancing with the dog, and then she said Kaylee went up the steps. And then Kaylee came running downstairs, although it doesn't make sense. Let me know what you'll think.
When Adam's sitting by the door, because he's not working that night.
He's working as the bouncer.
That's Adam sitting by the door. And of course they've been there since 10:30.
True.
But Kaylee didn't ask that question.
Who knows? That night. They could have went to other places that night too.
Yeah,
before this. I mean, she could have told Adam something.
Right.
Who knows when?
But yeah, another funny thing.
We don't know really.
We don't know, and that's
Who knows when?
But yeah, another funny thing.
We don't know really that she doesn't look like a stumbling state to me.
No, not at all. Why was she so fucked up at the grub truck? Maybe that guy did slip her something on her tongue, like who this is. Like who this is.
I know. I mean, Kaylee doesn't drink as much as this drink with her, but still.
Yeah, she's not half as liberated as she was at that grub truck. I mean, she could barely stand up at the grub truck. She was so fucked up.
I agree, Reese. I think it's odd that no guys are approaching them whatsoever.
That is odd, isn't it?
Nobody's approaching them.
Nobody's. Again, they're getting snubbed. So it wasn't just the grub truck that they're getting snubbed at. The only one that talked to him was that person who you can't really see, and I can't tell if is it a girl or guy? Let's get an opinion here. One girl, two guy. The one that stands with that blue and gray. It'll be coming up here, standing there.
Yes, for luck. There you go. I'm full of it.
Where is he? That almost looked like a girl at one point.
No, I think you're right. I think it's a guy, and I think he does have a hat on backwards, like a trucker hat.
Yeah, like a lot of the boys wear them that way. I've tried wearing them that way. I don't like it. Is this
Wasn't
it? Yeah, right here. Right here.
wasn't
Is this
there
a girl
too?
or a guy?
Wasn't there a guy called CJ or something that was bothering Kaylee and Maddie at the grub truck and he got kicked out? Or was that the night before the 13th of November? And what about Jack Showalter? We don't even see Jack D. So what was the purpose of Aliveria bringing out this clip for 2 minutes? Why couldn't she let out the whole clip, in my opinion? Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to Tommy Jude, Once Upon a Crime Time. He got this clip. It's under fair use purpose. It's got an alright channel. Known him for a long time. Great person. Like, share, and subscribe to Outcast, Bianca, Realize, Analyze, and all the other YouTube creators working hard on this case. I hope we get some truth someday in this case. It's sad to see Kaylee and Maddie so happy, so young, for them to have lost their life in such a terrible manner. Either they did not know, they did not see, they could not tell the harm coming their way. Or maybe they knew that there was something wrong, but they didn't take it that serious. I believe, and I still believe, like I was the first person to say it on YouTube, this was two separate incidents. I've always said that Zana and Ethan were unalived by 2 to 2:15. Kaylee and Maddie was somewhere after 2:53, after Maddie made the last call to Bethany Funk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bethany Funk and DM were awake the whole night. They were texting each other, calling their fathers, calling the mother, possibly to get attorneys ready. Jack D pretended like he coincidentally came to 1122 King Road because he saw the commotion of the police. Why did he get himself a lawyer? How come I don't see any emotions from anyone? Not even from the triplets. What was happening? It seemed like everyone already knew that 4 students were unalived. They already processed their thoughts. It seemed all sage, in my opinion. Please like, share, and subscribe. May the victims rest in peace.